Hi, this is Daniel DiTuro. Do you know the difference between a low carbohydrate diet versus a low plant food diet? In this video, I'll share what is a carbohydrate and their sources, natural versus refined carbs, diabetes, sugar, and starch, plant food health benefits, and a high plant food, low carb diet. Carbohydrates include sugars, starch, and fiber. Sugars and starch provide 4 calories per gram. Fiber, 0 calories. Fiber is also known as roughage. Sugars and starches are called saccharides. 4 types of saccharides include mono, di, poly, and oligo. All digestible sugars provide 4 calories per gram. Fiber provides 0 calories because it is not absorbed during digestion. There are 2 types of fiber. Soluble fiber dissolves in water. Pectin and gums are 2 examples. The health benefits of soluble fiber include reducing blood cholesterol and blood sugar spikes, slowing digestion, making you feel full longer, and food for gut bacteria, a prebiotic. Insoluble fiber, like cellulose, does not dissolve in water. Insoluble fiber absorbs water, softening stools, allowing it to pass more easily through the colon. The primary source of carbohydrates and only source of fiber is plant foods. A secondary source of carbohydrates is animal organ meats like liver. A 4-ounce serving of beef liver has 4.4 grams of carbohydrates. Like humans, animal liver stores the carbohydrate glucose in the form of glycogen. There is nothing new about diets limiting refined carbohydrates like added sugars. In prehistoric times, the only added sugars were honey and maple syrup. Affordable granulated white sugar has been part of the modern diet for less than 200 years. For decades, the emphasis was on limiting foods high in refined sugar and wheat. Today, in addition to limiting refined sugar and wheat, there's a growing anti-plant food movement. A wide variety of fruits and vegetables are being blamed for the increasing number of overweight, diabetic, chronically ill children and adults. Celebrity diet experts blame nutrient-rich, natural plant foods for the decline in human health. They contend Americans are just not eating enough fat and protein. Despite the fact the typical American diet is a low plant food diet. Billions of people around the world live long, healthy lives eating diets high in so-called toxic plant foods. In most cases, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and other chronic diseases are linked to high processed food diets. Diabetes is a chronic health condition in which blood glucose is dangerously high. Uncontrolled, diabetes can result in blindness and limb amputations. There are 2 types of diabetes: type 1 or insulin dependent, and type 2 caused by diets high in starch and added sugars. Normal fasting blood glucose should be less than 99 milligrams per deciliter. Uncontrolled diabetes is a fasting blood glucose of 200 milligrams and higher. Another test for diabetes is A1C. An A1C less than 5.7% is normal. 6.5% and higher is diabetes. A leading cause of type 2 diabetes is not fruit and vegetables. It's a diet high in ultra-processed, highly refined carbs. The probability of becoming diabetic eating a diet high in natural foods, even sweet fruit, is low. Even a high-carb continental breakfast does not increase the risk of having diabetes. All carbs, natural and processed, increase blood glucose levels. Increased blood glucose signals the pancreas to release the hormone insulin into the bloodstream. Insulin allows cells to use the glucose for fuel. The key is not flooding your body with more fuel than it needs. Digestion begins in your mouth as enzymes break down sugars and starch. Some fad diets ban sweet fruit due to their high sugar content. Bananas, like other sweet fruits, have more than one sugar. In this case, only about 6.5 grams is available for immediate fuel. The other sugars are mono and disaccharides that must be converted to glucose before it can be used. Of the 14.5 grams of sugar in a medium banana, only 9 grams are available for immediate use. A 20-ounce sugar-sweetened soft drink has about 56 grams of sugar. It's usually in the form of sucrose or high fructose corn syrup. Both are about 50% glucose. That means about 28 grams is available for immediate absorption. The soft drink has 3 times the available glucose of a medium banana. Which food do you believe spikes blood glucose and increases your risk of type 2 diabetes? Fad diets condemning sweet fruit use them as a scapegoat for poor diet and lifestyle choices. The fact some plant foods are high in natural sugar and starch does not mean they are bad for you. If foods high in natural sugar and starch do not frighten you into eating a low-carb diet, many fad diets claim most plant foods are highly toxic to humans. It is true many plant foods have chemicals called anti-nutrients. Anti-nutrients can reduce the absorption of some essential nutrients or can be harmful. Anti-nutrients include glucosinolates, lectin, oxalate, phytates, saponins, and tannins. Why these anti-nutrients only affect overweight, sedentary people has never been explained. High plant food diets, like Mediterranean, have proven health benefits. Plant foods tend to be low-calorie and low in saturated fat, have 0 cholesterol, natural fiber, excellent source of essential vitamins and minerals, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and anti-cancer. In most cases, proven health benefits outweigh unproven risks. Promoters of low or no lectin diets will condemn the beans in this 12-ounce, 400-calorie chili, and yet it is a healthier alternative to this 11-ounce, 800-calorie chili cheese fries. Not only does the homemade chili have half the calories, it has about 1/3 the carbohydrates. There are legitimate reasons to eliminate some plant foods from your diet. People with celiac disease must avoid all foods containing the protein gluten. Gluten is in wheat, barley, and rye, and foods made with these grains. Other food proteins can cause allergic reactions ranging from mild to life-threatening. Food allergens are not limited to plant proteins. Animal protein includes eggs, milk, fish, and seafood. Symptoms some people associate with gluten and anti-nutrients are caused by diets high in fiber and oligosaccharides. Indigestible sugars, known as FODMAPs, can cause gastrointestinal disorders like irritable bowel syndrome. In many cases, undigested sugars produce cramps, bloating, and gas, people associate with gluten and anti-nutrients. Most plant foods are not 100% carbohydrates. You can eat a high plant food, low-carb diet. Some plant foods are high in fat, like avocados, corn, nuts, olives, seeds, and soy. High-protein plant foods include grains, legumes, nuts, and soy. A low-carb diet myth is that animal protein is superior to plant protein. Millions of healthy vegans are proof they obtain all essential amino acids from plant protein. Some high animal food diets provide too much protein and calories. Plants not only provide complete protein, they usually have less calories, less fat and saturated fat, and zero cholesterol. A balanced diet is about 50% carbohydrates. That's about 200 to over 400 grams a day. In the U.S., about 125 grams a day, or 500 calories, comes from refined sugar. It takes over 3 pounds of broccoli for 500 calories, and its 94 carb grams is mostly fiber and starch. Refined sugar is 100% sugar, with 0 vitamins and minerals. A 4-ounce serving of broccoli provides fat, carbs, protein, calcium, and an excellent source of potassium, vitamin A, and vitamin C. A 2,000-calorie diet that's 50% carbohydrates should limit added sugars to about 30 grams and provide 25 grams of fiber. A typical American diet is low in natural sugars, high in refined added sugars and starch, and low in fiber. Excess calories and carbs do not come from fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. They come from high-calorie prepared food diets. The number of grams of carbs per 100 grams of food can range from as low as 1 to as high as 26. These 3 vegetable kebabs are low-calorie, high in essential nutrients, and have about 30 grams of carbs. This 475-gram Cobb salad is high in plant foods and low in carbs at only 13 grams, and 8 of the 13 grams is fiber. There is no magical number for the amount of carbs or plant foods in your diet. The key is limiting refined, low-nutrition, high-carb foods like the 100 grams in these pancakes with syrup, or the 60 grams of refined sugar and starch in this cinnamon bun, and the 80 grams in this chili cheese-fried potatoes. Your diet comes down to choices. Good choices can help you live a long, healthy life. People eating diets high in natural plant foods tend to live long, healthy lives. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about this video. Thank you for watching, and healthy eating.